Sean and Darren back with you here with another bite size at Cloud9 Studios. Nice to have your company. Thank you very much for joining us. And more importantly, thanks so much for all the comments and questions coming in on the socials. It's always great to hear from you, and it's always great for us to actually help you and support you. That's what we're here for. We always like to do that, don't we, Sean? We're nice like that.
We are.
We try to be anyway. And we try to help, and you try and answer some of the questions.
I
You try. Cranky Man, you've come in.
Again?
With, I know. There's another one. Cranky Man again with another question, but these are good questions. And these are always handy for anyone to learn from and get the answers. Now, Cranky Man says, how long do properties spend on the market, and what's the usual discount to asking price in Marbella apartments?
Oh, where do you start with this one?
I know. Should we talk about the Golden Triangle more than Marbella?
I think we have to.
Yeah, which covers that.
Yeah, because obviously it's all about supply and demand, isn't it? And there are outlying areas of the Costa del Sol where there isn't as much demand, so prices are maybe a little bit more pressure on them. And hence you can probably pick up more of a bargain, and properties tend to wait on the market a little bit longer. If we're talking about the Golden Triangle, which is the area Marbella, Estepona, Benavis, then again it depends on a number of things. It depends on the development that you're looking to buy in. If it's a particularly popular development, if it's just brilliantly located, for instance on the Golden Mile near the Puente Romano Hotel, all of those developments, there's actually a bit of a waiting list for them, and we're often selling them at asking price because there is such a demand for that.
And overnight,
stock.
when we get the inquiry and one comes in, it's gone, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, Debbie's out selling one at the moment in El Presidente, which is on the new Golden Mile between San Pedro and Estepona. It's a beachfront development. They ain't making any more beach, and the seller's priced it at 600,000. We've gone in at lower offers than that. No. I'm holding out for 600,000, and he'll get it. It might take a week or it might take a month, but we're coming into the summer season. It will sell. So our client, our buyer, has to decide whether he's going to pay asking price. So how long a property hangs around on the market for is really dependent on a number of things. First one is its location. That's the most important thing. Is it in a good location that is popular with buyers? If it's not, it may hang around. Second one is obviously the price. We are always very honest with our listing guidance. We always say, look, this is what we expect it to fetch on the market. We would start with an asking price of this and expect to get this, and it might be slightly different. But we're very honest with that. We know that some agents go in and they price quite highly, and they do that so that the vendor thinks, wow, you're great. You're valuing my property at 100,000 more than those guys, so I'll go with you. And then 6 months down the line, no viewings, the agent goes back and says, actually, I think you should lower the price. But they've got the listing at that stage. So that's, sometimes they do it and they use it as a bit of a marketing tool to get the listing.
And we've had that recently, actually.
We have had that recently on a number of occasions where we've inherited other agents' listings and sold them within a month because they've been correctly priced for the market now. So it depends on a number of things. It depends on the condition, because if you've got a property, say at 500,000 euros for sale, and the apartment next door, which is virtually identical, has been reformed and has better furniture and is the same price, you know which one's going to sell. It's not rocket science. So you have to be aware of what you're up against competition-wise, what the price histories are again, what people are prepared to pay. I want to buy Buckingham Palace, but I can't afford it. And Buckingham Palace.
I thought that was on your bucket list to buy.
I did make a cheeky offer. But you've got to be sensible about these things. We can all put our houses on the market for whatever price we want, but it's what is going to attract a buyer that is the key question. So again, for Cranky Man, there isn't an exact definitive answer to his question. It depends on so many variables. As I say, we have stuff that goes within hours. We have stuff that sits on the books, and we kind of expect it to sit on the books because it's not.
I guess it's also the motivated vendor as well. If it's distressed sell, and they're going, look, I've got to get it off, I've got to get it sold, then there can be more play in that as well. But you don't always know that, and you're not always going to get that either, are you?
It's a bit of a game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Supply and demand, and it's a bit of a dance. And we both know this from our experience of negotiations in the last 6 months or so, is that you can have someone who's pricing something at 500,000 but would take 400,000, and a vendor next door pricing at 500,000 who won't take a penny less. And sometimes you've got to test, as a buyer, you've got to test the motivations and almost like make offers on those two, see how far it gets you. Offer 450 on both. You're not going to get one, but you will get another.
And I think the key thing as well is that Cranky Man, if you ever are looking for that sort of support and you do find a property, this is where we come in as well as negotiators. We can negotiate the best price. We like to do our very best to get the best price, not only for the vendor, but for the client as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's rare that we lose deals down to negotiation, because I think that's because we're pretty good at setting the scene for both a buyer and a seller. And we're very open and honest, and we'll say, look, I think you're being too greedy, or I think you're being too tight. You know, there's a conversation to be had with both sides, and there's always a place to meet. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but we rarely lose out on negotiations.
Super. Cranky Man, I hope that helps. Keep those questions coming in. Hit the socials for more information on that as well. And we'll be delivering more of these bite size as the week comes. If you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. It's always good to get those subscriptions up. And also, you'll be notified if you hit the bell icon as well of when we got the new content coming out, which is, you'll be getting some treats soon, I'm sure. We've got a lot planned, haven't we?
You have to find the time to do it, isn't it?
I know. Ooh, busy.
I know.
Till the next time, bye for now.
Thank you.